All right, Amy. So I'm in resources right now in our chemistry folder that we have shared. So this kind of is a nice way for us to be able to share the work. So I made a folder just for our unit on smells. And then I should have done a better job of this. I created this should be like 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4. Those are like the different types of standards we have for our tests. And to create that, what I would do is I go to add resources and I go to question bank. So I made this one here for this. So the question bank, like after you say yes, you want to make this, you have only these 6 options for the type of test questions you're going to have. So you're not able to use this test bank function for the new assessment function they have in Schoology, unfortunately, where you have, those 15 different options to add some type of question. You do not have that option when you make a test bank. So that's the one thing that's kind of a bummer here. So I'll just show you a typical test bank I made. So Lewis dots. So I have our basic multiple choice questions. It's a really hard time to find multiple choice questions for chemistry. So what I would do is I draw these out on my Notability. I take a screenshot, and then from the screenshot, I would upload it to my Google Drive so I can insert them into these multiple choice questions. So you'll notice I have a different amount of questions for each one. And so this is kind of relatively the amount of time we spent for each section. Now, when I go to make a new test, that I'm going to incorporate these different types of sections. So I'm just going to put Amy, close enough, quiz, blah. All right. So I have it here. And so I'm going to do add a question, and I'm going to choose from question banks. All right. And so I'm going to choose random questions because that's going to give each kid a different grouping of that. So I'll have to go here, and I'm now going to choose my test bank of my unit. And you're going to actually select the actual bank. So you're not going to open up the individual banks. So again, you see how many questions I have for each of these. So then what I'll do is that so it shows you how many questions I have available in there. So like say I choose 3, I want each question to be worth 2 points. Here, maybe I'll have like 6 questions, 2. Here I'll probably choose like 3 questions, 2. And this one I'll choose 1, 2. All right. And then boom. So I have a test that's 26 points. And you'll see that kids are going to get like a different set of questions with each one of these different quote unquote standards that I have. And you can see kind of the breakdown of questions. So when you go and set it up, you just do like you would a normal test. You don't have to worry about it. As kids open it up, they will then get their random set of questions. And when I've done this in the past, to see what questions they got. So I'm going to open up one where we had that. All right. So here's the test that I gave for them. And so here's like the different students. And so what I would do then is that I would go to their view attempts, and I can see the specific questions and they got. So I'd go here and take a view edit. And here for Egan, I could see the specific set of questions that he had. And so that's one way to kind of go through. If a kid had a question about something, I can go back and take a look at it this way. So that's it. If we need to do a Zoom, we'll still do Zoom. Okay. By no means. I don't think this is the end all be all here. There are some limitations, especially since we can't do the traditional assessment function. So, all right. Hope it helped out.